Much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Tigers and our home team. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Bryant has it. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Sicka, check Sicka.
They'll run with Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. The toss out to Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first down and big runs.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Dorsett. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking to throw. King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. King throwing on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man to the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream, that player. I just never was.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again this time to the tailback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Myles Garrett. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's King on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Barkley. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about it. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Lawrence. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the run, it's Barkley. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A handoff, Barkley running left. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On 2nd down, Barkley about 3 yards there to the 27. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. There to polish off the drive.
Points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. To throw on second down, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw is King. To throw on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And an alley to run. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now they try the right side here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. I got you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings. And then nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's awfully unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. On third down, Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. King. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Dorsett. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Again, it'll be Dorsett. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Looking to throw. King. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Check. 80 weapons.
And to give this time to the tailback. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Go now. 30 base.
They'll run here with Balaj. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, it's Balaj. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. On 4th down, Lawrence throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Are you ready?
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to throw. King. He'll rifle this, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Yo.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Okay, what is it? Look. Play the game. No, play the game. Good for you.
The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They come out here in the I. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Another try for Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? Third and 4.
Check 99. Check 99.
Here's Barkley. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense so far on third down, just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is third and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. On fourth down, Lawrence. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Complete to Bryant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game and they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get him.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Barkley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now King throwing on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the home team here, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Say